Hello. Yep. Today's plan is to chill stream, so we're playing Stanley Parable. Yeah, I fucked it up. Yeah, we are playing today Stanley, and we need. I heard about this game, and they say this game is funny. That's all I know about it. Okay, and one more thing, we are some kind of office. That's all. I just saw the image of the game and just like, yep, I need to play this. And I'm here. Don't worry, let me just, the game is running in the background. Let me just do that for you. Okay. That should do the trick. And here are we. Give me a sec. Okay. Come on, just stay there. Stay there. I don't know much about this game, but they say it's fun. And after Sakiro, yep, I need some fun. So let's get right jump into it. So have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider. Okay, so it's a bright thing. Yeah. Let's take it a little bit. Okay. But the interface is so good. Oh, correct time. What time it is? It's actually. Oh, me. Oh no. Okay. And there we go. What accessibility setting can be accessed in the main menu? Okay. Can we? It's loading. Look! Wait, what is this loop? Oh my! I can't even see in there. What the fuck is happening? Begin the. You're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. What is this? Gotta say, the interface is so good. It's so smooth. Don't know that. Oh, we only have those. Why you need other controls when we have this swipe? That's it. Yep. There's no thing. Okay. Oh, we can go, but yeah, I'll check this. Apply, keep, and antenna. Sure. And sure, V-Sync says I don't want some screen tearing and at all. You know what? Okay. Let's jump right into it. Never the end. What?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What? No. So one thing about this game I also know about it, like whatever the narrator say, do the opposite. So I'm not going anywhere. Oh, this is smooth. Hello? What is that? Hate Mondays? Yep, same here. Don't worry. Tomorrow is Monday. Either way, I think the game wouldn't start until I go outside. Ooh. Oh, the sensitivity is too much actually. Let me just... Oh, not this. That's manageable. No one is here. Can I? That's locked. That is also locked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait, where are you? What? What is that? What is that written? No, over there. I can't read it. What is this? Something's loading. Something installing. What the heck? Where is everybody? Everything is locked. Okay. Interesting. We can't even see outside. Where are we? Are we ascended to frick? Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. That's a frame right there. Oh, yep. No, there we go. That's a frame. And okay. What else do we have? Can we go in? Nope. Hey, nobody's here. What is happening here? Tasks. Oh, what is that? Have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Who featured? No, who farted? Wait, what? How do I go? How do I go there? This is locked. This is also locked. What's this? That's nothing. Then clock. Wait.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office. Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
What? Okay. So that is what the narrator, huh? Okay, got it. Wait. That is also low. Interesting. Somebody spilled tea. Why? Ooh, that's a cool photo. Well, there is nobody. I'm gonna do it. Everything I'm gonna touch. Nope. That is actually the keyboard sound? Okay, got it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Yo, you said to me go left, I'll go right. So that is not okay. 4B9. 8. Those are different number. How do I go there? Why is everything locked? Okay. But look, it's another desk like mine. That's a little different. Ooh.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can we open this? Nope. What can we do?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yep, it is worth it. You know what? I'm gonna stay here for a while. Let me think about my life.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What? Are you kidding me? No, I'm gonna stay here. I like this room. As long as I'm here...
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
It's a theme. What is this? No, I'm not doing. Is there another one? It should be. Come on. It could be. Why is it locked? What is that? A memo? Bro. Interesting. I'm so tempted, but I'm not going there. Either way, look at this. There 3 people was chatting, and then suddenly the Thanos snapped. Ooh, so how many mugs are here? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, that's a different one. Coffee nut. What the? Sure, I guess.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nothing. Okay. Full photo. No. Nope. I'll be there. What is this? Will this be like locked? Come on, don't lock me in. What is this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What? What's happening? I missed the door. Oh no! They are locking the doors right behind me. Come on. Can I jump? This I can jump, but I can't. Wait, what? Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is on motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yo. Well, nobody tell me what to do. Oh, are you kidding me? We're gonna be...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his... Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
yes,
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Nope. Ooh, look, that's changed. Input receipt? Wait, what? What did it do? What the heck? Okay, this time we'll go into that door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, I'm going there.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Everything's still locked. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And what is this?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What? Where am I? No, I don't want to go down right now. This is gonna be locked, isn't it? This thing will be locked. Oh my god, what is this? Where am I going? Oh. This... Okay.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Narrator?
From here, it's, left.
No. Come on. Seriously? There's multiple doors here. And you want me to go to only left?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay, whatever.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Are you?
Now, let's see.
They're picking script?
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
There's a truck. Is it gonna hit me? There's a damn truck. Narrator! What the... Where am I? Hello? Is anyone there? Okay. What is this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. What? Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just stick it back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
What the... No!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait, this
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I don't know what is happening. Everything is locked. Okay. What? This thing's off now. What? What? Surname access? What's happening? The time didn't even go in. Oh, I don't know. I can do that. Well.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
What?
Is it a 2?
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over. Completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
what did you...
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
What?
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Yeah, I'm going this way. Okay, never mind. What is in here? Where? No, wait. I need to check every inch of this. What is this? And we...
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
What?
Do we need to restart the game again?
Don't do that.
That we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Yeah.
But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Man, this was not here. I like work. I just hate my boss. Interesting. Same feeling. Don't worry. Oh, what is that? Oh, piece of candy. How do I... Can we go? Nope. This thing is still off. What is this? Okay. What now? 4B3. Interesting. What? Narrator! There's no door here now.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I see a door. Can we open this door, please? No? Okay. What? Well, this is locked. What did we miss? This? No, this is also locked. There's a door, but I don't know how to open those. This? No. This? No. Okay. What did we miss? This? Nope.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Like you and your pun. Okay, got it. What is this?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I mean, there is no place to go for me. What? Oh.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What?
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I mean, your office
Do you
building,
remember,
I
Stanley?
guess.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
What?
You win! Congratulations!
What?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
What?
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
What?
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No! What are you... What is this?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Sure. Absolutely sure. Let me just off this. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. It's still locked. Can we? No, we can't do that. There's still locked. How do I? Oh, there we go. This old disc. Damn. Wait. Why is this one bigger? Interesting. What if we go here now? What's gonna happen?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
What? No, I'm staying here. What about it? Give me a door right now. I need a door, narrator. Okay. Not gonna give me anything? And why can't I jump? They say I can jump, but I cannot jump. Why though? That's a weird one. I guess okay. I'm following the damn line. What is this? Hey, somebody playing solitaire. I want to. Come on. Can't I? Nope. This is locked, and this is also locked. Okay. Interesting. Everything is locked. Why? Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Wait,
Hang on.
I think you were onto something.
There? Well, I'd like to apologize.
You were onto something, I get
going
it.
with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh! That is way loud. Wait, no, that is way too loud. No, I'm sorry. Where is this?
This is the story. This is the story.
And what do I need to do is this. And then it should be right about here. That should do the trick. Okay, you can stop that. Where does this go? Narrator, please. I don't want to get copyrighted. Come on. Bro, I want to explore this area. What is this? What just happened? Okay. Everything is locked. What? What? Okay. A question made of questions. That's the unique thought. What is happening? Oh my god. What? What the heck? Where am I? Okay. I am not going there. Okay, maybe I'm going there. Anyhow, where? I'm sorry. Where are you taking me, though? What is this? Wait, there's still more. What is happening?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Okay, what now?
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
What?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What is happening? Okay, we are going here now. This is the... Oh.
Oh, no, not again.
Yeah.
How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
What is that?
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Did you see that?
Restart.
Oh, come on. How does the time is not passing? It's still 11:20. How is that? What is happening? And the narrator isn't speaking anymore. Good.
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. I want every game of this planet to play. Baby.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Ooh. A line. I'm following the line. Wherever the line is going, I'm going. Yep. Okay. I don't know how to go there though. So I guess we're done with that.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Open the damn door. Open the left door. I don't want to go to that. I don't want to go. What? What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Okay.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
But that is
Sure
true.
if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Give me a break. Brother, are you for real?
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Yep.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What was that? Say that. Did 1 minute just pass after all of that? Narrator?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is locked again. Oh, this is open. Well, awaiting input. Interesting. Well, what now? Everything is locked. Another?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now I'm gonna go here.
Detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What? No. That door look ominous. What is this?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Interesting. Yep. Room, closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There are multiple things here. Could take the wrench.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh, we do have a duct tape, wrench, and multiple things here. We could use those. Come on.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What? What's that?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm watching these things. Like, this is interesting. Like, I don't see these things in this game right now.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Yeah.
It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Are you not seeing this wrench? Come on, give me a
Maybe
button.
to you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay, Stanley.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Whoa,
He
whoa!
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Whoa, 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 what the no, you cannot just do
Well,
that.
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Damn.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Is there anything else you want to say to me? Or that's it? Yeah, like, look at this. What is that? Is that the same screwdriver there? They copied and pasted that? Interesting. You're not gonna say to me anything, huh? Okay, sure.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, what is this? Huh? Oh,
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Am I
And
supposed
while
to
he
go?
thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply
What's
deceiving
that?
himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Okay.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
You good?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Isn't it not Stanley?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
Okay.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And she didn't even call for an ambulance. Come on. Okay. Again?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Yeah,
it mean?
yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, this is not showing me that. Again? Door?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, sure. It's locked.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Last time we go down. Okay, let's go
Coming
up.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure. Whoa. Wait. Are we? What is this? Executive bathroom? Okay. Is this? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss is what? Suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay. Never seen an executive bathroom. There's a class in bathroom. Whoa. What's this? Why the panda? What is this? Business strategy to what the? What? I am the most expensive. Yo, man.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Okay.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Thanks.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What if I go here now? Well, this is locked. Okay. Where am I? What is this? So we need to go there. Got it. Where it's taking me? Oh, now it's
Descending
less low.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. What's this?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? What is happening in this game? Hey, come on. What is even happening? Mind controlling? I mean, yeah, I get that. Like, we all say something like that. But is it actually my... Escape in red with the crayon. I want to go both of them. What should I do? Nah, I'm going in there. What is this? Huh?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wait, I was there. Interesting. I still can't jump. Okay. Cameras. Okay. Sure.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Interesting. What's this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Who knows?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, so how do I do it? Everything is... Oh, the power facility. Obviously, you need power here. Wait, 5? Oh. Wait. Interesting. So, do I need to do those first? What is this? System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Wait, I think I'm doing it wrong. I think I need to do that first, then do this second. But I'm pretty sure I need power here. If this is 5, then what is 1? What number is this? 3. Okay. What is this? 1. Okay, this 1, 2. I mean, there is no power, but sure, let me try it. 3. I guess that's 4, but how do I... Oh, this is okay, I need power. That just confirms it. I need power. Holy. I still can't jump. How interesting. This game is like, come on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, well, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Come on.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. what all this means. I
Come
barely
on.
know where to start.
No, I don't want to end like this.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
What happened?
I raised them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
What am I supposed
Watching
to
you
do?
try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Why
I'm
is
sure
everything
whatever
says
I come up
tree?
with on the next go-around will
come
be
on.
even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I don't get this.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Okay.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
What am I supposed to do
This
here?
is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control
Oh,
this
it's zero.
world. That's
Oh, it's
fine.
0-1.
But
No,
I'm
my.
going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
How do I do
Just
5-2-1?
you being blown to pieces.
Okay.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Well.
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, have
See ya.
up.
Well. We didn't survive. Again. You know what? Let's do that. Let's stop this. Huh? Hello?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay, okay. Yo. Nothing's here. Ooh. Narrator? You there?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Now I know what to do, don't worry.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, what should I do? What if I didn't go there?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk. pulling books off the shelf. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
What? No! Of that. Wow, the piano notes are
Feeling
still...
soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. I'm ready. But let's do this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, let's see.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really
How do I do
But you need to
zero?
understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Wait, one?
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
It said
Of course,
one.
that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Okay, sure.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Wait, I don't get this.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
1.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow
I see
on
only
trees.
1.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Blue
now?
switch
Or
1.
did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything.
Is it like every blue button?
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
What?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
What am I supposed to do there? I don't get it. I don't get it. Is it like 5?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo?
Why can't I?
No longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, why can't I? There we go. Everything is...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Okay. So what's the deal here? Could you skip this part also? Okay. Thanks.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mm-hmm.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, I don't know, like, what to do with that.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
That's mine, right?
Co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Same thing.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Interesting. I guess it is.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
motion sickness
blind to the world?
Oh, my brain hurt.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded
let me
from
just
this very
see
place.
the things.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What is this? There are 4 things here. Every green one just lit up here. But then, what are these do? I don't get it. What if we just off it?
And when at last he found the source of the...
Okay. What did I do?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
The peacefulness.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Slow.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Well, okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Good ending. But I'm not satisfied. Beat the game? Okay. Interesting. What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So what's on the escape side?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I take this? It's loud. Interesting. Well, this is a long ride. What? Well, this is locked. Interesting.
Here's the door, just go.
Give me a sec. Okay. That scared me every time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
What if I go
Mind
this
Control
way?
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Hey, he's joking. Don't worry.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope. We're going this way.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh. Can we... What? What?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and short life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh my god. Goodbye, cruel world.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. The Stanley
And
Parable.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office,
No.
as alive as ever.
Wait,
What
stop!
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who are you? And what happened to the narrator? What is happening? Where am I?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Whoa.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
But this is cool. What? Nature painting. Oh my god. Is this an asset library? What the? The office. Interesting. The buttons. Yeah, I still don't know how to do that. What's this? Cleaning cabinets. Office computer. Okay. Yep. Yep. We have two choices again. Where should we go? Left or right? Choices, choices. What should we do? If we take the right, but the left will be left. You don't want to be taking left. What is this? Maintenance room. Okay. Oh. Interesting. This is cool. It's like a whole gap. I never seen this. What's this? Warzone? Early in development, we designed the ending where the Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting with aliens? Yeah, maybe just arrange with people wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting the build it was too jokey. Okay. So this was a concept? I mean, it is cool actually. You could do what is this? How do you make JRPG? Huh. How do you make the Wars game? What difference between a duck? Interesting. Developer and their mind are interesting every time. The lounge. Wait, I've never been there. What the heck? What? Huh? What's gonna happen? Well, there's a 15-second mark. Interesting. What am I? Lounge to disobey to first choice, to obey to staircase. Interesting. Do I need to restart this? I'm still confused here. Wait, this is the maze. Whoa. Wait, I've never been there. Zending? What? Zending levers? The game is now paused? How many variables in this game? What? What? Where am I? How do we leave this? Wait, I want to leave now. Come on. What the heck? Lounge. Yeah, I was there.
Sure, we'll get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story.
Narrator! Can you hear me?
Stanley stood on the snow.
What?
Then he pushed the number 4. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most
Oh my god, what is that, man?
Good and bad.
Never mind.
But of course.
What is that? Where am I? I'm confused. I'm literally confused right now. Like, what is happening? I started from there, and is this an end? Kind of? An ending? I think we need to restart this. You know what? Okay, it's time to restart again. Oh god. Let's do it. Okay. Let's see what we can do.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Mm-hmm.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Is that me? What is happening? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Everything
Yet
is
there
locked.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That's the broom room.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Okay, I'm going. Okay. We are here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep. Now what? Like, I'm still
The
confused
lights
on the
rose on an
puzzle.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, we will see about that.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Damn. Every time I hear that thought, it still is
This
unbelievably
mind control facility,
unbelievable.
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Well,
But here
let's
was
see.
the groove, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So, what am I supposed to do here?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Nope.
Oh, Stanley, well, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Damn.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
It's not
Shape it to
yellow.
your
What?
heart's desires.
4?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
4
Mere
yellows?
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
5?
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
I am confused.
What all this means, I barely know where to start.
Wait,
What's that?
Wait, I think I get it. I think I
your
get it.
co-workers are.
So if I press
And then
5
just solace before you're obliterated.
and then
All right.
No,
I'm in a
not
good
this.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
there's no
I
green
erased
button.
them. I turned off the machine. I
No,
set
there's
you
no
free.
green button.
Of course, that was merely in this
Is this?
instance of the story.
No.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly
Okay.
and then dying alone. Other times,
Am I supposed to press
I let
all
the
of the
office
green
sink into the
buttons?
ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it
Green?
burn to a crisp. I have to say this,
Green?
though, this version of events has
Green?
been rather amusing.
Green.
Watching you try to make
No.
sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next
could do.
go around will be even better.
Shut up.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Shut
But
up.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay.
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
This mean?
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
What?
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this
If
room.
I press 1,
These
then
numbered
what? I
buttons.
need to press only
these
blue
colored
button?
ones.
Is that
or maybe
it?
this big red button. Or this door.
No.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
What?
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh no.
But you really believe there's an answer?
Oh, what am I doing?
How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000?
3.
I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
Blue.
Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity.
No.
And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Yeah.
And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Of the joke.
What if
And
I just...
believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say...
Absolute
"Clear
cinema.
up."
Yeah, we died again. Oh, what is that mean? What is that mean? I'm here again.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? What is happening? What? End is never. What is this? Okay. What if I go into the right door now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Okay. It's staying here for a bit. Good pictures.
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yep.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
How do you do? Nope, I'm gonna stay here. What gonna do?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow. Okay. Sure, man. Even the wall is...
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Hey.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and
What's
took
this?
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I never been here. Wait.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wait, where am I now? What is this? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Would cause death. Penalty of Muses? Whatever.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What do you mean by it?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put
This means
your
what?
work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What are you talking about? This is locked. What the heck? What are you talking about? You've never been that kind of person. That's ominous. Where am I? Whoa!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello? Hello? What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
Okay.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
What? No, I don't want to go in.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Let me just go, man. Come on. Hey, I'm going. Hello.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning. What? Risky?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Risky?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button.
Tell me that.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No, I'm not pressing. I'm pressing T. See? It's not vanishing. What am I supposed to do here?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
What is happening?
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
What is
In reality,
happening?
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Finally, the time shifted.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Am I dead? I guess. The game just restarted. Oh my god. Yo, mate.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
It
meeting
means you
room.
are stupid.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's what it means. No, shut up. I don't get that, like, that thing. I think I'm missing something. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What is this?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Well...
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's just do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
What?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
What? Okay. Yep. What is that? No! My jumps! Damn. Well,
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
You could do that?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
The time changed. See the bottom. Thank you for...
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Or you could do it yourself. What is this? Where am I? Interesting. Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What are you doing in the vent, man? Damn, look at those cigarette birds, man. How many?
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares? Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
So, what is this? Okay. Where am I now? The end is never, what? The end is loading? Okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Whoa! Am I in Dark Souls? What is this?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
What? What is this? The Memory Zone. Okay.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
What?
Oh, the waste.
What is this? Good times. What? How many? Okay, we get that. Oh my. What is it? The Stanley Parable demonstration. What the? Yeah. Smile because it happened. Who's that? Where am I? What is this? Why did you frame that? Unachievable. It is impossible to get this. Go outside. No! Get out! Ooh. Is this a... For the story also. Interesting. Whoa. And developer deal stuff. Interesting. Pretty. Can we say it? No? Okay. Ooh, what is this?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
What is
Stanley
this
Parable
about?
strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Ah, there we go. I was wondering. You were playing the Stanley Parable. Okay. Oh, the buttons. Who's this? The person of the year? Who's this? This is locked. Okay. Ooh. What are those? Doors? This is locked again. Hey, come on! They locked me. The greatest work is memory. Yep, I do agree with that.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Okay. Why can't I go there? The serious room? I can't go there. But this is also locked.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Ooh, what is
What's
this?
down here? Oh no.
What is this?
No. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam,
Steam
the online
reviews?
video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
I want to
can't
see.
even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Come on.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yes.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Whoa.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. So what are we doing, Nathan? Are we just here? So what is the plan? What is this? Okay. What is this?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes.
Well,
yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the... Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this. And okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Why?
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
What do you mean?
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
14, no.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's complete. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
What?
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me?
Damn.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took...
Narrator? Well, is the button grow? Narrator? What? Oh, that hurt. That hurt. No. We need to escape. We need to escape. Right this instant.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable.
Yep. What's happening? Come on, there have to be an ending. I think I'm approaching an ending.
The end is never the end, 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 is...
Whoa. Water falling. Okay. What happened? Why is everything... Let me just skip forward. What is happening? Why... I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. What? It break? What? Uh-oh. Narrator? Anyone? Well, I guess we're doing it, huh? What should we do? I mean, I still don't know how to do that puzzle after this. Wait, am I? Oh, yeah, I was thinking like that. Okay, let's see. How
All
do
of
we?
his co-workers were gone.
How do we
What
do
could
the
it
puzzle?
mean?
How do we do the
Stanley
puzzle?
decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah,
Perhaps
yeah,
he had
yeah,
simply
yeah,
missed
yeah,
a memo.
yeah, 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 yeah. I missed a whole lot of things. Definitely. This log, this log, this
Stanley went
log,
around
this
touching
log.
every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference,
Mm-hmm.
nor did it advance the story in any way.
New content. Let me just do that ending first.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second, I need to go to the bathroom. Well, that took way longer than I thought. I am back. Still here. We're gonna try one more time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You know what? Never
Although
mind.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't
The
mind.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. We can just do this.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Well, my question is like, how do we progress? What am I missing? Nope. Let's go here.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
What? More new content? Okay, so
You see, Stanley,
How many
I've been
endings did you
reflecting on
get?
the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which
Like
is
how?
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
what?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. What picture is that?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Well, this is weird. Hmm. Nobody's here. What am I supposed to do here? Damn, that is hurting my eyes.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
What am
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, so what am I supposed to do here? Like, just follow along? What is this?
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
This Christian, the Stanley Parable fuck. What? No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I would go with the 12th birthday, maybe. Wait, do I need to... oh.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
What? No! Whatever. Well, this is unlocked.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Ooh. Full deliver, receive your new achievement, no more shit.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to the... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
So, what am I need to do for this? I don't know. Well, everything is locked again. Kidding me? Nope. Is it old? What is this? I can't pull. Well, is this stuff? Well, it's broke. What? Let's see other places. Either way, this game
What
is
else?
big.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
But ooh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay. Wait. Oh. Collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Let's see.
Oh, goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Well, I think with that, this will be the stream. I am sorry, I'm kind of extremely sleepy right now. I cannot speak properly, and tomorrow I have work. So, yep, I'm gonna end it to like right now. Thank you for watching, and we'll meet in the next stream. Good night.